All right, so let's go ahead and get this going. All right, all right. Peace to the family. We in for another episode of We're Talking Real Estate here. Let's go ahead. We ain't gonna waste any time. Let's go ahead and get it started here because I know everybody trying to make it to that Labor Day weekend. So it's a short week for everybody. Everybody headed out of town for Friday. One last little hoorah. So let's go ahead and get it started, man. I'm gonna go ahead first, and then CJ, you go. So I'm gonna go ahead first. All right. So my name is Brandon B. Dixon. NMLS 1541210 is at Billionaire Loan Officer on all social media. Also, you go to the YouTube. It's at Billionaire Loan Officer on the YouTube as well. Look out later on this year. I'm gonna bring back the We're Talking Real Estate. The actual house tour Lux in the behind the sauce. So actually, we're gonna start it off. We got Thursday? We got a broker open house, CJ. So look for
I'm gonna post a flyer up here in a second.
Yeah, so look for that. We're gonna tour this house. We're gonna have some nice footage of this. What part of town is in again?
And the Heights, Houston Heights.
Houston Heights is a new construction.
Brand new luxury 4 units over there that a developer just put up.
Okay, so we got 4 units, and we're gonna do a house tour. So look for the house tour Lux coming out for the episodes to come back to YouTube. So go ahead, like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you want to book me for consultation, go to my website, www.applywithb.com. You can book me for a consultation, or you can apply for a mortgage as well. And then let's go to the next one. Also, you can call me 832-775-8357 as long as it's about business. I'm ready. Also, don't forget I'm a luxury agent. You go to my website, www.brandonbdixon.com if you want to buy, you want to sell, you want to lease, you want to finance, whatever you want to do. Last but not least, go to my website, www.cocinvestmentclub.com. Don't forget, we got an investment club if you want to mitigate your risk, if you want to get into real estate investment and with some partners and see how it's done and earn and learn. Go to the website, cocinvestmentclub.com, become a member. We might run a special for that fourth quarter. We might run a 20% off special. Normally it's $1,000 a year. Might get started down to $800 for the fourth quarter. I'm thinking about it, but in the meantime, between time, go to cocinvestmentclub.com so we get started. CJ, I got you queued up.
Right. So everybody, CJ, broker owner of Greenwood Realty Group down here in Houston. Follow me on social media. I'm not on everything, but I'm on most of CJ Sales Texas, CJSELLSTX. Let's connect on there. Also, the website, greenwoodrealtytx.com. If you want some more information about who we are, what we offer, whether you're a seller, buyer, agent, investor, we got all that information online on there. Also got the YouTube, CJ the Realtor. And like we were saying, when we're doing our home tour Lux Edition, we also got the highlights for our local business owners too. So not just that, but other good information. So go on there, give me that click, hit the alarm. Same thing everybody else said. Do the same thing with mine too.
Gotcha.
So go on YouTube, show me some love, and then always we give back. Our mentorship program, the Mansa Academy. If you want more information, go to themansaacademy.org.
Gotcha. Barry B, I got you queued up. Are you? I think I got
right.
Here we go.
All right. This is Barry B with Homes by Barry B. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in Houston or surrounding areas, give me a call at 832-786-1270, or you can go to homesbybarryb.com. You can Google Homes by Barry B, and I'm on all social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. You can get a hold of me and let's talk about your goals for the rest of the year and going into 2026, 2025.
2025. You skipped a year, man.
Okay.
You don't want to. So, man, let's go ahead and get started because we ain't gonna waste no time. Maybe Corey will pop up once we get to this first clip, but
Barry, future boy.
yeah,
I said Barry is in the future.
yeah,
I know, hey man,
you light years ahead of us. So tie all this together, but yeah, they go broker open house. It's August 29th, 5 to 8. I'll let you go ahead and describe the property.
This Thursday. If you are a local agent broker in the Houston area, come check us out Thursday, 5 to 8. We got 4 brand new units, luxury in the Greater Heights area, really close to 16 off of Shepherd. If you're familiar with the area, you know that's pretty good prime real estate. So come check those out. Have refreshments and everything. So looking to get your feedback. Let me know what you think, because this is something that's never been seen in this part of town. So the developer brought something new and this nice little flavor. So stop by 5 to 8 this Thursday.
So just so we clear, it's a fourplex, it's a quad.
No, these are all standalone. These are 4 individual independent units. They're not connected, so they're not townhouses.
Okay,
they're single family, 3-story.
So they're all single families.
Yeah, all single family. So you don't have to worry about the whole sharing the wall with somebody else's.
Gotcha. So yeah, join us. We're gonna be out there Thursday between 5 to 8. Come on through. Plus, we're gonna have the footage on YouTube. So come on out and we'll rock from there.
But,
so this is to get into the premise of today's show, man. I'm gonna bring all this to a head at the end, so I hope everybody that's with us stays to the end, because I'm gonna kind of bring how it all relates. But I'm starting to see this a lot on social media and online, that a lot of these influencers are the straight up cap. They I don't know if it's the trend or if they just purposely going. I know when social media first kicked off, it was like, all right, the real stuff is what goes viral, right? Like, a situation that you just ain't never seen before on camera, and it'll be real, like, or semi-real, somewhat real, but now it's like this straight up reality TV type stuff, and it's going viral, and it's kind of leaking into our industry as well. Like a lot of people just throwing this stuff up, and people starting to give me calls on some BS, like, and thinking this stuff is real, and then not explaining everything that's going on. Like, yeah, that's not really reality. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, if you think about it, shoot, why do they need to fact check? The media don't do it no more.
Right. Well, this depends on what it is. They over fact check. If you say anything about certain hot topics, they're gonna over fact check you.
Right.
People say anything. They say whatever they feel like.
Right.
And they got that phone and with a camera, and they just bam.
They just make up stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
Like it's not even close to the truth anymore. Like,
I mean, and thing about it is, most people that's not in that industry or whatever, they take it as gospel.
Right.
I mean, because usually the people that's in the industry are like, they foolish,
Right.
But somebody that's not in the industry is not really paying attention. They taking it as gospel.
Right. So now it's like you don't know the real from the fake. And it's almost like when you tell the real, you're almost like a party pooper. You almost like you're a spoiler. You like, nah, that's not really real. So this is the question this week: is the fantasy better than reality? Like, is it getting to like everybody in La La Land, and you bring them down to earth? Is something wrong with you?
Yes, everybody wants that happy feeling.
So it's getting to that point where you can't even say the truth no more. You got to make up something. It's all about vibes. We're gonna get into that a little bit later, but
the likes.
Yeah, it's all about the feelings. So it's the feels over reels now. So let's go into
like they say, though, the this quote is, "Oh, ignorance is bliss."
Right.
So
So yeah, it's like
in the
it's
dark, even though you know you're in the dark.
let's start it off with like some mild stuff like this pointed towards our industry, and then let's go ahead and crank it up. Like and see, if you got anything, CJ, you can add it too. But let's see how ridiculous stuff getting. Let's start off with some stuff catered to real estate first. But I got a few clips ready. Let's go ahead and rock with the dancing dude. So and I'll let y'all comment first. Go ahead. I can't hear it.
You don't have to be a millionaire to get started in real estate. In fact, there's plenty of turnkey homes all over the country, less than $70,000. And the average down payment on something that's only $70,000 is $14,000. Now, you may not have $14,000, but I guarantee you know someone who does.
It's my man. Give me head top.
And I'm sure that money's sitting in a savings account, getting a couple percent return each year. What if you could show them a way to get a 15% return every single year? That would be an incentive for them to partner with you and give you the money for the down payment, and you all split profits 50-50.
Top.
Not only is their money now working for them, they also have an appreciating asset. This is why Section 8 real estate is so powerful, because you're building equity while getting huge amounts of cash flow every single month. But personally, my favorite is the fact of how scalable it is because the properties are so cheap. If you want to learn exactly how you can start from $0 and how I went from $0 to making almost $50K a month, comment the word blueprint below.
I just got back with my ex. Bitch.
Yeah, so I hate to bite off.
And you know what? Even if you're not in the industry, you already just know that whole thing was BS.
I hate to bite off my man Myron Gaines, but I gotta throw the cap on that, man. I gotta throw a double cap.
Man.
Hey, it ain't
He
cap.
started doing all that
You
dance, he lost me.
You can get a house for 70 grand in the sticks. You're going to go to like Tennessee, Alabama,
Man,
in the
I'll
middle of
let y'all
nowhere.
comment before I go in. I'll let y'all comment on this. Go ahead, run. I don't want to talk over y'all. So I mean, it's a plethora of things wrong with this.
It's ridiculous. I mean, but you know what? You have people that'll believe that. Hey, all you need is this, and go. Somebody's got $14,000. Just go and tell them we can make some money.
Right.
Right. You know they talk about how the average American don't even have $500 in the bank.
Exactly. Come on. They're gonna just have $14,000 waiting for you to find you a $70,000 house.
They just sitting around, ain't doing nothing.
Like, why don't he show what a $70,000 house looks like?
Yeah.
Show me a $70,000 house.
And then who are you? You making $50,000 a month, but you sitting there dancing on the thing like you on the corner or something.
Right. It's like you find a crib 70 grand, it's gonna be a shotgun house where you can't even put a shotgun.
You might
in
just
there.
have the studs.
I heard the tiny homes cap too. I heard I started reading some of the reviews on like the Amazon houses and the Home Depot houses. All of them fall apart. So it sounds good, but it's not sustainable. Like,
I mean, you mess around and put some up like that here with all these hurricanes and
it wouldn't even make a thunderstorm.
Right. I heard somebody got trapped in one of them too.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so they put it up and the wall fell on a kid, like, you know what I'm saying? So so it collapsed.
You be better building a tree house.
Right.
They say it was gonna get you a double wide, man.
Right. So
the single wide double.
Yeah, all that dancing, and they just tell you to $70,000. There's plenty of homes out there for $70,000. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me kick it off. First of all, like CJ said, if you find a house at $70,000, first of all, it's either dilapidated, or it's in the country somewhere. If it's in the country somewhere, if it's in the country somewhere,
dilapidated and in the country, right?
Probably both. You know what I'm saying? So if it's in the country somewhere, then you're gonna have a problem with finding a tenant. So so how you gonna get that thing rented when it's out there? Usually people that live in rural areas buy their houses. They're usually older and have credit and just buy their houses. It's so easy to get housing and land out there, especially where nobody's at. So there's not a lot of competition. So can't be in the city, can't be any major cities. So he's saying that to make it seem easy. And then the second thing is, what Section 8 got to do with any of this? When he just randomly mentioned Section 8, what does that have to do with anything that you just said? It has nothing to do with So what does Section 8 do? So you gonna go out there and
I think he was trying to bring it back to when he said cash flow or something, when he said toward the end or something like that, he said.
Man, I stopped listening after he I ain't even listen to Buddy no more, man.
Right. It's like he randomly threw Section 8 out there. Like, what does that have to do with anything? So it's all cap. I mean, don't listen to these guys. I mean, they make it I don't know if they try to make the video seem where you could get in easy to try to go viral, get likes or whatever, but it's not real.
Clicks, yeah.
Yeah, and then and then like CJ said, or no, Barry said this, like, all right, so why are you dancing if you're making 30 to 50,000? This shows receipts. What you need all that extracurricular for? If you dancing and all that,
if you're doing all that, you should be sitting at a desk and explaining.
Show us the bread. Show us the bread. You ain't got to dance. Show us the bread where you.
This ain't a show and prove generation, bro.
Right. That's another thing. It's Gen Z, the cap generation. Like you don't even have to, show me anymore.
Take my word for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. I got one more by old buddy. There's gonna be more.
I don't even want to play it.
More to say.
Is it worse than that one?
I mean, I think so. It's more the same.
He said, I think so.
There's more cap. There's definitely more cap. So
more cap, more zest.
That's
oh, there you go.
Go Mick. Go Mick.
You don't need money to buy your first investment property. Let me explain. When I first got started, I had less than $100 in my bank account, and I had to figure out a way that I could buy rental properties without using any of my own money.
Go Mick. Go Mick. Go Mick. Go Mick.
There are thousands of ways you can do it, but my favorite is something called Subject to. It's where you have a bank loan without going to apply for a bank loan. But how do we do that? We actually get limited power of attorney for the seller, and you take over their mortgage in return for a small down payment.
Go Mick. Go Mick. Go Mick.
Personally, for me, when I have a large amount of equity, I just put the down payment on the credit card or do some sort of cash advance. That way, I don't have to come out of pocket. In fact, on the last one I did like this, I make over $790 a month with a $0 investment. And you can too. Look, if you love real estate and you want to learn how to get into Section 8, hit that follow button because I teach daily tips and tricks to help you buy your first rental property with $0 down.
Go Mick. Go Mick. Go Mick. Get them both.
Okay, first he said he had $100. Then he said you can use your credit card.
right.
Then he said, I did it with $0 down.
Buddy all over the place, man.
Yeah, I feel like
Come on, man. Come on.
You done messed up, right?
You mixing your videos up.
He trying to get Meg Thee Stallion to pay him some attention or something. He playing on music.
$0 down. Okay.
Put it on the credit card.
I put the down payment on my credit card
Don't you have to pay that back?
because I only have $100.
Right.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Like, this is
You only got man. See, I knew I should have played it.
I mean,
That joint ain't number frustrating.
right.
That,
Yeah,
Nothing
TJ,
but
what's going on, man? TJ say what's up to the panel. Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous. This is the thing, man. People really listen to these fools online, man, and it be all cap and it's all show. I mean, first of all, if he kind of talked about a assumable loan, nobody's gonna let you assume their loan for little or no down payment. They gonna want some of the equity if they got equity. The
How you
problem
gonna assume my loan and you got $100?
yeah, who's gonna do that?
You got less than me.
Yeah.
Right.
So then did I miss something? Where's the $790 a month gonna come from? So what you gonna assume a loan and put a tenant in there or something? What do you
But
do?
when you assume a loan, you got to pay the difference in equity.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's another thing you missed. Like nobody's just going for little or nothing down. Who's gonna do that?
Yeah, lenders ain't
If you're
going.
talking about if they behind about the pre-foreclosure, they're not. You're gonna have to pay what they behind. You got to get them caught up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what is he
Maybe
talking
all
about?
maybe all they owe was $100.
Yeah, maybe they owe. I don't I'm trying to find some truth to it. Like I'm trying to. it's so far based on in the fantasy land. I don't know, what then what Section 8 got to do? He threw Section 8 out there again. What Section 8 got to do with this? You see what I'm saying? It's like
You need to check your algorithm, bro. This post to know your timeline.
yeah, so yeah, he's straight up cap, man. Like I don't know. Yeah. Let's I think I got run the one with the bedroom. Run the one with the bedroom. Next.
Let me see where it's at. Okay.
So this is
Dude ain't about to hop out the closet and then
this is like a voiceover.
Let's say you buy a house for $100,000 and put down $20,000 or 20%. The bank finances the remaining $80,000. You invest another $20,000 into renovations, increasing the property's value to $200,000. You can then do a cash-out refinance, pulling out 70% of the new value, which is $140,000. Remember, you only put in $40,000 of your own money. Now, you're getting $140,000 out tax-free because it's a loan. You can reinvest that $140,000 into buying another income-generating asset. This strategy, where tenants help pay off your mortgage, and this is how the wealthy stay wealthy. Let's say you buy a house for $100,000.
What kind of
girl
math? What kind of fuzzy math is they doing? What kind of math is that?
$100,000. You put 20,000 there, it's double.
That's number one. You live that. All right, let's give them that. Let's give.
What did you do?
Hey, a house that costs $100,000 only needs $20,000 in repairs.
Right. Well, let's give them. Let's take the face value. All right. Let's take that face value. All right. Look at the math. What kind of math is they doing? All right. You putting $20,000 down.
That's a new math.
Financial $80,000. Right.
That was right.
Yeah. You put another $20,000. So you 40 in, and your ARV is 200,000. You get 70 ARV, which is 140. Don't forget you got to pay off the 80. They're just not gonna give you a fresh 140. That loan, the new loan that you're gonna get.
Did you say a re?
You're gonna refi. You're gonna pull out 70% of the ARV, which is 140. But you got that ain't just a fresh 140.
Right.
You got to pay that 80 off. So you pay the 80 off, that's 60. And you put 40 in it. That's 20,000.
No, you're gonna add that 80.
Mathing.
The 80 disappear when you refinance.
Yeah, what about your closing costs and all that? So after you close the costs and all that, you not gonna let it, you broke even.
Hey.
What kind of math is this?
And do it again.
You lost money.
Between social media and these TV shows, man, they got people fooled out here.
Man, yeah, TJ said, yeah, 1,000. Yeah, man, that's why we calling this out, man. It's like a lot of these, and that's just in my industry. This is just a couple that I found just scrolling through in our industry. It's cap. It's like
and people like, ooh, I gotta see this. Let's
this sounds good. I could get a 140. But see, the thing that's kind of I don't want to say pissing me off. That's kind of getting disturbing is people really starting to call me on this. Like, hey, I thought I seen. No, bro, no.
I saw Joe that live in the basement with his mama. And he said, how you can get $100,000 and all.
Nah, that's not real. The math ain't mathing. That ain't. What kind of math is that?
You're gonna get a whole $140,000.
Yeah, so like, yeah, man, you gotta pay out the whole loan.
Okay, well, I'm tripping on the fact that it's gonna with $20,000 gonna make the house double.
That's another. Really, let's dig into that before we go to the next one. Let's dig into that.
They put it in the Pyrex with the baking soda and made that.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all use gold-plated paint or something.
Then you did it with $20,000. You ain't even gonna get the tile and stuff, the tile in the cabinets for $20,000. What kind of renovation you did?
Oh,
yeah, that was light renovations, but so It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's run the next one. What you got next? I know I got a couple more.
Yeah, I'm gonna see this dude talking about making millions in real estate. Let's see what he's talking about.
Would like to start a real estate syndication business.
All right, calm down. How many deals have you done?
None.
So it's basically saying, I haven't done any deal, but I'm going to be in the major leagues and do a syndication deal. You know how ridiculous that sounds? Start with one deal at a time. One deal, singles and doubles, fix and flip. Next one, fix and flip. One investor, you don't need to use any of your money. 50-50, fund the deals, partner up, and then you make the money, and then you don't spend the money. You hold on to that money, make more money, make more money, make more money, make more money. And even when you have millions of dollars, you still partner with the people because it's much better to do 500 deals, not use any of your own money, than to use any of your money and get stuck. That's how I did 500 deals at first. Fundamentals, brother.
I would like to start a real estate.
So let me get
I
this
would like
straight.
to
You don't need
fly-
no money,
I
but
would like
you
to
know,
fly a commercial jet.
yeah.
Have you ever flown before? No, I haven't.
Right. So let me get this straight. You don't need no money, but I'm gonna go 50-50 with somebody.
Don't sound like 50,
Where the money coming from?
Right.
Where the money coming from?
They talking.
Somebody gotta have some money.
It got to be a hole right here.
Yeah.
He's talking out the side of his neck. Something serious.
Yeah, they double sided that. Yeah, you ain't gonna need no money. Don't use
Yeah, I
your
always
money.
talking
It's
no
like
down
no
payment,
money.
no money. Use other people's money.
So all right, so
Crazy.
let me try to dig for some truth in this. So, all right, so you got somebody that's gonna, all right, let's say you just the mouthpiece. All right, so he's gonna fund 100%. Y'all still gonna be 50-50?
Yeah, I'm putting all my money in it, but I'm gonna give you half.
There we
How that's gonna work?
Hey, not only that, I'm gonna put a half, and like I'm the one with the experience, but I'm only getting 50. I'm only
Right.
getting half.
How that's gonna work?
Come on, man.
So it's like, man, this is yeah, like see this misleading millennials like myself to make bad decisions. I think what it's doing is making it so far from reality, making it seem like it's a get rich quick type thing, and it's
Yeah.
not. You know,
Anybody can do it. You don't need any money.
right?
You don't need any credit. You don't need any this and that. No experience, nothing. You don't need nothing. You just gotta want to do it. Just
Right.
want to make some money. That's the only thing you need is to want to make some money.
You know, if you want to make some money, then you can make some money.
Yeah.
Hey, that's like, hey, give me 500. I'll show you how to make 5,000.
Yeah.
The thing about real estate investing is hard. You know what I'm saying? If it was easy, everybody would do it. You know, period. Also, you know, what you don't know will hurt you, will cost you a lot of money. So there's so many nuances to real estate investment. You try to walk into it blind, you definitely gonna lose your shirt. Especially that last deal, that fuzzy mat deal. You try to go in there with with that deal, think you're gonna double up. You definitely gonna lose your shirt. You know, so it doesn't happen like that. Then people don't take into consideration soft costs, attorneys, closing costs, all the mistakes,
Man,
You know?
carrying costs, if you go beyond,
permits, all this other stuff that the soft costs that could do in real estate. So yeah, it's most people lose their shirt. Out of one successful real estate investor, I say 9 or 10 of them fail. It just is what it is. So you got the next one queued?
Yup.
Let's run it.
Hey, I want to buy this $1 million 3-unit property, please. You can't afford this property. You're like 18 years old. You have to put a 20% down payment. That's like $200,000. Nah, I don't need to put 20% down. I can do as little as 3.5% down, which is only $35,000. Oh, okay. So you want to buy this property using an FHA loan. That means you actually have to live in the property. Yeah, I know. I have to live in it for at least 1 year. I'll live in the smallest unit and rent out the 2 other units. Then I'll use the rent money to cover my mortgage and live here for free. I'll then move out after a year and rent out the third unit and make money on this property every single month, all while my mortgage gets paid off. That's literally how so many people have become real estate millionaires. You simply repeat that same process over and over again until you have a lot of investment properties. How'd you learn this? I learned all my money hacks from Josh. That's why I follow him. You should too. Hey.
Right. A lot of that's true. However, what happens is they leaving out a bunch of details. When you go get a $1 million or even 3.5% down, a $900,000 FHA loan.
Right.
Where you gonna get that at?
They got rid of the cap.
Right.
They lifted the caps on the FHA.
When they lifted this FHA, the county cap, when did this happen? Even in California, I think the cap is what, 700.
I was just going to say, unless you're gonna get it for California and here illegal, because
it's still ain't
California
illegal.
150,000 to illegal.
Well, I think in Cali, if you do a 4-unit, I think it goes up to like 900,000 in California.
Apparently, this is a 3-unit.
So if he's talking to 3, he's still short.
Yeah, lying like a mother.
So it's the devil's in the detail.
And,
like,
and even then, you still where you gonna get the 35,000 if
you 18 years old, you get 35 grand.
Right.
So it's just unrealistic. You know what I mean? So
hey, man, these little videos kind of running me hot.
I mean, the thing is, 80% of that is true. You can't house hack. There are limits.
The concept, yeah.
Yeah, the concept is there, but he's leaving out a lot of details. It's not just that easy. The biggest detail that he's missing out on is that, especially if you're in the inner city or you're in the surrounding areas of a city, you're not going to get an FHA loan to get a quad or a triplex. Most of those are going to investors. The investors going to pay cash for those, and they're going to look at when you put the offer in and they see FHA financing, they're going to say, "Hell no." I mean, the reason why you got somebody else that's going to pay cash for it, because that's a moneymaker. Who else? So you competing internationally with people that got a lot of money and got cash.
And it's like it's not just them; it's groups. Hedge funds, like they pulling them money together, so they got the cash because they done clicked up.
Exactly.
You over here, you got your little pre-approval letter, hoping you still got to go through the approval process with the loan. Shoot, they can close in 7-10 days.
Exactly. So that's the thing is like, it's 80% of that's true. However, he's not telling you all sides. Like, good luck with that, trying to find that actual property. And then you got the competition that you got to compete against investors for that. That's an investor's dream. Investors want those.
They're salivating over that. So you're not, if you got an FHA loan, that's when you last on the totem pole. Yeah.
Because think about it. If I got cash right now that I can close in 7-10 days, why would I take an FHA loan and I got to pull out an FHA inspector and that might take 30 days? I got to wait 30 days for my money. What, I'm just going to like you like that?
At least 30 days.
I'm just like, I got to wait 30 days for my money. I'm gonna get my money in 7 days. Which one would I choose? And then ain't nobody turning out.
You still got to get approved.
And then I turn down this cash deal to take your FHA deal and your shit fall out.
Sure, that's just like you out and you see the girl of your dreams and you think you can get her, but she's on a date with another dude.
Right. So like it's not realistic. It's not realistic. It's highly unlikely that you're gonna get a quad or a triplex that's a moneymaker that you're gonna get an FHA deal on. It's a theory. It's like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster and stuff like that. People said they seen them, but I just hadn't.
Yeah, they said seen them, but
I hadn't really.
They ain't got no proof of it.
Right. So before you go to the next clip, what I think in my career, I've pre-qualified probably like 150 people that wanted the house hack. Guess how many actually got the house? 2. In almost 9 years, and one of them was this year. I found the house. That was Kimmons. I found a house for him and like, hey, you almost lost it. I had to you might want to go back and take that offer, you know. So I had to make him stick to it. And he finally got it, but he almost lost it. You know what I mean? So that's how many. It was a multi-offer situation, just like that.
Yep. That's
You know what I mean?
that location, that zip code.
So it's timing with those, you know, and this is probably one of the best times to buy multifamily because a lot of those investors are, you know, trying to liquidate because
Well,
they got it.
at the same time, the ones that ain't trying to liquidate, they a lot of them trying to 1031 around this time of year. So
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you
So-
still up against you still up against some competition.
Exactly. And don't forget that.
Especially if it's below market value.
Exactly.
Boy.
So it's wishful thinking. Let's run the next one. I think I got what, 3-4 more.
I believe so.
Know how this is even legal. I just made $45,000 right now at 24 years old as I virtually flipped a house without spending any money to a rich landlord. Give me a $45,000 check today. Let me put you on some game. By the way, my name's Zach. I make hundreds of thousands of dollars wholesaling real estate every single month. And I'm not here to sell you a course, just putting you on some game. Go to your local clerk of the court website, search court records, scroll all the way till you see probate court. Click search, and all these probate records are going to pop up. Now, probate is the court process of figuring out when somebody dies, who inherits the house. So all you're going to do is copy this name right here and throw their name into a website called cyberbackgroundchecks.com. Petition of the person inheriting the house. Her name's Patricia, and she's right here. We got her number. I'm going to call her up. And see if she's looking to sell the house. The website gives literally the estimated value. So for like that, deal to a rich landlord you find on Zillow, make it 40 grand. So I don't know how this is.
Man, I'll let y'all go ahead on that. It's like, go ahead. I've been getting a lot of ads or people trying to sell me like probate lists and how to get probate. It seems like that's like the new thing that a lot of people are trying now, or these gurus or whatever is doing probate. Yeah.
Right, and they don't understand the process because there might be one person that they found. That don't mean that they done searching, and so I'm running into issues where I might have been a Rolling Stone. They end up finding out, you know, after he's gone, it's a side piece with maybe a couple side pieces with some kids.
Yeah, sisters and brothers all over the country.
Man, right. You got to get all of them to sign off on selling that.
I was gonna get into that. But I'm gonna let y'all finish.
Yeah, that's what he doing the same thing everybody else doing. They skipping the whole process on the stuff that you really have to go through.
Going from A to E.
Right.
skip B, C, D.
I mean, first of all, to say that you have to have no money, you got to have money to even mess with all those software. Those are like 3-4 different programs you're using, and those lists cost money too. So to say that you have no money to get started is disingenuous. Number one. Number two is that the competition, like you said, everybody and mama doing the same thing. So just like you called Teresa, 10 other realtors called Teresa too. The same thing. So y'all bidding against each other.
It's like if you see these banner signs, we buy ugly houses and all that, there's a million of them.
Right.
Those ain't always the same people. So you think you're the only one calling. Just like with realtors, we get these Zillow leads and these leads from these sites thinking you're the only one that got them. You must be out your mind.
You're out your mind. Definitely. And if you're in a busy metroplex as well, you got several people calling on that same person. That list is not exclusive. You don't have the exclusive list.
Yeah, it's not exclusive.
Yeah, so
like you said, it's court records. You can go to the court and
you go to
get their name. Now I don't know about that number part where it came up with the phone number, but I know you can get that name.
Well, that's a whole different software. So you skip that part though.
And you mess around and get jammed up. You find somebody number like that, you call them and they on the do not call list.
Yeah, do not call. Exactly. You get sued for that.
Right, you're definitely gonna be out of pocket.
Two more things before I finish on this clip is the third thing is that like CJ said is that probate is just that. I had two this year, and I think 2 or 3 last year that didn't close because they got a side baby out there in Atlanta somewhere. You got somebody that was on the obituary that's a cousin or something like that, or excuse me, not a cousin, but that's a descendant. That's part that they gotta sign off, and they want what they beat too. So they ain't just signing off like that. And if they don't sign off, you can't sell that property.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had like 5 deals, stalemate, that one person don't want to sign off.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
That's all it takes, that one person don't want to sign off on it. It ain't easy as you think it is. And then the thing is, you go through all of that to the very end, and you can't close that deal because that one person refused to sign.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't force them to sign anything. So they go, and then depends on what type of nationality, what the culture is, that they get what we used to call it back in the day, big eye. So they think a whole bunch of money into the, like, man, there ain't no money in this like that. So
Man, people don't realize wholesaling that's like 2 full-time jobs. You think you just gonna come up off a lick like that?
That's
you're
the
gonna be
last
on the pavement.
That's the last thing, is that you got to have the clientele.
Yep.
So not only you got to find the people, but you got to have the people that's in your Rolodex that's going to buy.
And you gotta have buyers list.
You're calling hundreds of those people before you get somebody on just to pick up.
Then you get too many of them where you got them a good deal and you think it's a good deal and you do all this and they can't. You can't close the deal. How do you think that's going to wind up? So next time you call, what you think gonna happen?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
TJ said, "Well, Grant Cardone doing something like this to his followers." I don't know if he was doing anything like this, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was doing.
I don't know if he capped, but he's done a lot. I know he do that.
I think Grant Cardone is doing more of the apartment, the multi-unit, and he was doing like crowdfunding, like REITs.
Yeah,
with multi-unit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, it was his niche. But the probate stuff is tricky, man. It's tricky. It's not saying that it can't be done, but it's a lot for a little.
Yep. And I know here in Houston, even before you sell it, you got to put that joint like in a publication and wait a certain amount of time to see if somebody say something. So like even if somebody is found, you still got to wait to make sure.
Right. It's a lot for a little.
Yep.
I mean, to each his own. If you're making money out of it, cool. But he's skipping a few details.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely skipping a few details. All right, I think I got what? 3 more?
Go straight to the end.
Yeah, a couple more.
Right, but
Secret hack to reversing late payments.
Want to go to ceoemail.com. Make sure you click on US and Canadian companies, and then you want to type in the name of the company or the credit card company or the bank that you want to find the CEO's email for, right? So then you want to go down and click right next to where the company is, and it's going to give you not only the CEO's name, but their email address as well. And what you want to do is you want to contact them via mail and email with the goodwill letter.
Secret hack to reversing late.
What's the point of that?
So they saying
reversing late payments.
Okay. Oh,
so you
gonna go to the CEO and say,
please forgive me for being late.
So can you take that off my record?
Come on, dog. I need the boosters. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
They be saying it with a straight face.
I want to see if that ever works.
I ain't never heard of that one.
Yeah,
I ain't never heard of that one either.
Like at some point, you gotta be like, it sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, come on, dog. I ain't really got a comment on that. Come on, dog.
Like, look, you ran
up and get the CEO's email and send him an email and a letter. Say, please take these late payments off my record. Please.
Come on. Come on, dog.
I sure appreciate it.
Like, how many times did y'all record that? Because I know you was laughing the first time.
You can now, just to add some light to it. you can, if you depends on the situation. If you're 30-day late, you can call the creditor and say like there was a glitch in the system. I set up auto pay. Sometimes they'll be too big to check. But you're not, yeah. If you go to Citibank or one of the big banks that just got, they're not. If you got an excellent payment history, your first time 30-day late, they might. If you catch it right at the beginning, they might forgive that. However, you're not gonna call the CEO probably not even checking his own email. He probably got filters. How you gonna get through that? You know what I'm saying? Come on, dog.
Yeah.
You know that's So, what's the next one?
I don't know if TJ has another question. It's hard to become an
It's
entrepreneur.
hard to become an entrepreneur just off real estate. It's subjective. Everything is hard to a certain extent. Nothing is easy. Get rich quick is an oxymoron. So everything that you do to make money, and what I mean by rich is when the money works for you, when you no longer have to work for the money. So just that period, especially if you're coming from a meager background, is going to be hard because anything that's worth having is going to be some strides to get. So everything is hard. So, but I'll tell you what, it's one of the most stable ways to make money because think about it, nobody's gonna pick up a house and steal it, and then you definitely increasing the value 3 to 5% every year. So it's going up. The value is going up, and it's going to constantly be worth something. It's not going to be worth it. I've never seen a house. They said that's one thing I've never seen. I've never seen they said the housing market going to crash or whatever. That's even in 08. It still was worth something, and that's because they inflated. With all those fake appraisers, they was inflating the value. That's the only time that it ever fell flat, but it was right back up, like boom. You know what I mean? So other than that, it's always going to increase in value, and it's always going to be worth something. So it's safe, but it's not easy. You need the proper guidance, and you need money, and you need patience. It's not the $0. You can get into it with zero money, but you got to have a ferocious hustle. You got to make up the money. What you got lack of pockets, you got to have a ferocious hustle on you. And have a ferocious mouthpiece and a ferocious ground game.
You got to work way more than you did when you was working salary up for somebody else.
So if you ain't got no bread, you better have a ferocious mouthpiece and ferocious clientele.
Yeah, and it's a difference too. You think about, you say entrepreneur. A lot of people can jump in here,
right?
And they think entrepreneurs, but they're really just self-employed,
right?
Like. You're doing all the work. You're working every day. A lot of people don't have a team or employee. So
I tell you this, I think real estate is so I don't want to say complex, it's constantly moving. So even the smart people have other people, they hire other people to do the real estate for them. They'll hire us, the agents, and they'll hire like the experts. And they just want to invest the money. They don't want to get bogged down with the detail. So if you're a brain surgeon, stick to brain surgery. Don't try to tackle this. If you're a lawyer, stick to becoming a lawyer. I mean, you don't have to learn something. Just hire somebody, and that mitigates your risk. So even the top people, they don't try to become like a guru in this. They just want to invest and see their money return.
Yep. And another way to get in, I mean, you got to have some bread and some knowledge, but M&A, mergers and acquisitions.
Exactly.
You don't necessarily have to start from scratch.
Right.
Especially the way the economy is, people out here trying to offload companies, businesses. So if you're able to connect with somebody on that standpoint and take over a book of business, that'll put you way ahead.
Right. I think I got a couple more.
Yeah, we got some more.
Yeah, let's run it.
Rule of thumb in real estate: if you can buy a house at $350,000, you rent for $3,500. That's a 1% rule. You can't do that in Seattle. It's $800,000 to get a $3,500 rent. But when you do ADU, you buy the house, you get a free backyard. The land is free. The cost of construction is built is all in, anywhere between $300,000 to $350,000 all in, depending on who you use. If you build it for $300,000 or $350,000, you rent for $3,500. You just achieved the 1% rule in the most expensive city right here in Seattle. Why would you sell it? If you build it for 350 and it's worth 700, that's a 50% gross margin. That means you can go to the bank and refi it and get all your money out, and you have no money invested in this deal, and you rent it and the cash flow, you have no money invested. That's a full BRRRR strategy, what I teach every day. That's how you create wealth with no money. And you do this well, you don't need no investor. I don't have no investor in any of my project, because I do all BRRRR style. The rule of thumb in real estate, if you can buy house.
I'll let y'all go ahead, but he's I like your boy, but he's somewhat capping on this.
Yes, I'm capping it.
Right. I'll let y'all go in on that first.
I don't know, like it makes sense. It's doable if there's an industry that you could do that in.
Well, again, it's fuzzy Matt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, he said he
like, I don't know where you can do that.
350,000 and now it's worth 700,000. You can take out, and now you made all the money.
Well, he said if you build, all right. So
he said you build.
But what he left out is, all right, I still got the initial property that's still short. You know, so it's $800,000 to make the $3,500 a month. So that first property is still in the hole. So by the time if you build an ADU on there, now you're breaking even. So think about it. I got 800 in the front, and then I spent 350 to make 700 in the back. That's 1.5 million, right? And so I'm only making $7,000 a month, 35 in the front, 35 in the back, right? So it's still not 1%. It's still a 0.5%. It's fuzzy math.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, I've been a loan officer so long. The math, I'm a mathematician. This math just don't make sense. So you still not a you still.
Yeah, he leaving something out.
You definitely you forgot the front.
Front.
You still in the hole.
Right.
Front.
Because it ain't no way you 350 building and you bought the land.
Well, the theory is, all right, I spent $800,000, right? And I can rent it out for $3,500 a month, right? So the 1% rule is you want 1% of the cost of the house in rent. That's $8,000. So even if I spent $350 on the back, which it comes with the land, and then I don't know I don't know how it is in Seattle, but if you spend certain houses, you just ain't gonna be able to build an ADU back there. Not in Houston.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like you in a spot with an HOA or D restriction, you can't do it no way.
Yeah, you're not just gonna be able to build willy-nilly like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But let's take it at face value. Let's say he's able to build. Cool. So even if I take 350,000, you know what I'm saying, and then I make something that's worth 700, I double up, I'm still in the hole. I'm still not making that 1%.
Right. And if you doing 350, you're gonna be right next door to Buddy with that $70,000 joint.
Right.
You ain't finding nobody like paying $3,500.
Right. Exactly. In the back.
TJ had another question. So
yeah, he said, so business is what the rich and wealthy buys. Other than that, you work until the day you die. This is pretty much facts. I mean, you got other stuff like
I mean, they're gonna buy anything something that appreciates in value.
Right, artwork and all that stuff. You can do
right.
That.
Real estate is a portion of the majority of the wealthy's portfolio, but they don't just buy real estate. And it's gonna be the type of real estate they buy too. So not just that's gonna be whatever they can that's gonna buy that they can buy that's gonna make them some money and increase in value over time.
Right. I mean, you got, as businesses is and that's a good segue. I'm glad you said that, because now we could kind of pivot to, what's happening right now to Zillennials and millennials. Like, if you don't have a real estate portfolio and you don't have supplemental income coming in, other businesses, internet businesses, you ain't gonna be able to make it real soon. It's getting to that point, So I think I got 2 or 3 more. Let's run that.
Yeah, was that last week where we had that little clip where the 5 friends saved their money and bought the investment property?
Yeah.
We weren't here last week. I think it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Check out that episode. 5 friends saved like $50 a week for like 2-3 years or something.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
they saved up enough to buy their first investment property. So the way the economy is going, it's gonna be it's gonna be down there impossible to do anything on your own. So you're gonna have to have a team. You're gonna have to have some like-minded people that's like got goals like you got and want to do something and actually put some action towards it.
Right. We're gonna get into that in a second. I want to play the clip first before I get on my soapbox here. But yeah, I guess I've been saying this for the last couple of years on the podcast. But a lot of people starting to feel it now, and since it's starting to get spooky out there. But if you don't have something else, winter is coming, and they just said it today. A recession is imminent, so we about to head into another recession. So
they say we pretty much in one.
Right. So yeah, even if it's slow in Texas, Texas is damn near recession proof. So it's slow out here in Texas.
If we hurting out here, everybody else really hurt.
Right. Exactly.
So do the Gen Z joint.
Right. Do the Gen Z, and then I think because we pivoted a little bit. I think that's it. I think I got the Trump one, and that's it, huh?
I think it's another one.
Right.
I'll play this one first.
We'll run the Gen Z one first because this is real.
Pay $2,100 a month for rent. Can't get a loan for a house because of credit. Try to get a loan to pay off all of our debt, but can't do that because you don't have the credit. Can't afford a $1,600 home loan, but we can afford a $2,100 rent payment. We have to move because our landlord is selling her house, and everywhere is $2,400, $2,500. Some places are $3,000 for rent.
It's hard to fix credit right now because everyone's basically practically in debt. And remember, only 30% of people are making $100,000 a year. So yeah, bro, it's hard. Like being an adult right now in this economy is just fucking insane. The people don't even have over $10,000 in their fucking bank account just to have for emergency. Bro, I seen a studio the other day. It was like $1,800 a month for a fucking studio to rent out. No bedroom, no living den, just straight fucking bedroom, kitchen. You wake up into your kitchen. My nigga, like, this is crazy. So imagine you got kids, you need to get 2 beds, 2 baths, or 3 beds, 3 baths. You're looking at like 23 to 26 for 2-2, and then a 3-3, you're looking at like 26 and up, bro.
Pay $2,100 a month.
Yeah, so starting to get spooky out here, man. Starting to get spooky. The numbers starting to come in on it. And I've been saying this for years and years. Like, thou should not live by paycheck alone.
Tight like that booty.
Right. So it's starting to tighten up on everybody. Now they starting to see now we got this hyperinflation going and shrinkflation. Now everybody's starting to realize, like, damn, the money ain't flowing no more. You see?
Yep. So
I'll let y'all go in there. I want to play one more. I'm gonna see you one more. I seen this. I gotta do the fast food one, man. They had another one on shrinkflation. They're
trying to. The countries will be going to a rent country.
Right.
You're gonna have to rent everything.
You already see how much real estate BlackRock on. They ain't buying to sell.
Yeah.
They holding on to everything.
Even where I stay, it's a subdivision just got built, and it's single family homes, but they're all rentals.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the point of what she's saying is that a lot of them can't even afford rent. Like it's $1,800 for a studio.
And and I've seen that before. They talk about, the bank won't let me. Says I can't afford the $2,000 a month, but I'm paying $2,500 a month rent.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep. Because the bank ain't loaning you that. You go. They ain't taking the mail.
Well, I'm looking at people now, and I've been turning. I don't want to say turning them down. I'm like, a lot of people need co-signers that's making $60,000, $70,000 a year. They need a co-signer because on paper they don't have enough income.
Man, I wish I had that post.
Right.
We're talking about a lot of these major companies, corporations laying off tens of thousands of people.
Right. I sent you that. Yeah.
It's like that's why the banks don't want to really mess with it, because it's like they already know what the economy looks like.
Right.
So they know in order for these corporations to still thrive and keep shareholders happy, they got to lay people off.
Right.
So a lot of people gonna be here without jobs, trying to find somewhere to live, and
Right.
that's when your boy gonna help them with the Section 8.
Right. Well, that's the thing is like back in the days, you could have one job, you know, and that's your profession. You could, you know, that's back when houses were $15,000 and your house note and everything with tax and everything $200. You know, so times
Not
has
even
changed.
that far back. My first house, I got it with one job.
Right. You know, you
And that was
could do that.
2000. So
You
it
can do that
wasn't
back
that
in the
even.
day. Now, if you don't have a real estate portfolio, or if you don't have a few different businesses, you screwed.
Yeah, you have to have multiple streams of income.
You got to have multiple streams. Yeah, you got to have multiple streams of income. Period. So if you
and that's not even just to get a house. That's literally just to live.
Exactly.
Right.
That's just for status quo.
That's just
not
day
even
to day living.
Right. So all those Instagram, you know, that's all in Bali and all these different other places. That's a lot of that's cap. You know, you need that just to get by. So if you don't have investments, you know, going, you're gonna be screwed. So a lot of people just want to hold on that paycheck and live by paycheck. You're gonna be screwed because the what happens is the inflation and the cost of everything is increasing at a far better, quicker rate than the wages are. So now, like I said, $100 a grow. I think somebody did this at Walmart. They had a cart that was from 2020.
Oh yeah, I seen that one.
It was like $100 something. Now it's $400.
Yep.
So the groceries are
yeah, a dollar worth 25 cents now.
Play that McDonald's one I just sent you.
Get
for the ground.
Carton of eggs, that'll run you right there.
Right.
And another thing too, little theory I got, like the more they push independence and let people do their own thing and not promoting, you know, families and marriage and things like that, you're gonna just get even more of this.
Right. Well, in our community, especially, they promote individualism.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they broke down the families and they breaking down the families in the culture, period. You know, so it's getting even more separate. So everybody want their own thing, but everybody's suffering. Run that McDonald's one real quick before, and I got two more after that, I think.
Which one?
The one I just sent you. I didn't even listen to the audio on this, but I kind of knew. I seen where you're coming from.
Now McDonald's, however you want to say this shit, y'all be shaming yourself. Got a Big Mac, right? I was like, damn, this shit thin. Look at this patty. Y'all, it's so thin. What? McDonald's. You can see through this motherfucker. I'm not finna eat this. It's damn near $10 meal, and you give me this thick. Can y'all see how thin it is? Matter of fact, let's see how thin it is to the pickle. The pickle thicker than the patty. Come on now, McDonald's. Y'all know better than this. This is shame. You ought to be shamed. Not McDonald's.
Right. You know, so pickle with
the eating that. That ain't even no real meat.
Exactly. So they slice it and raise it thin.
Man, it's like a little sausage patty.
I love the big Nick.
She would have been better off with a sausage biscuit.
But now I just put that in there real quick. But now that's what's happening too. Like the prices did 3x, and the quality and the actual goods, and then went back. They went divided by 4.
Right.
So you get for 4 times the price.
Nah, that joke was so thin though.
You know, so
crazy.
You know, so that's crazy, man. So that's what's happening right now. So
and that joint cost $10 for the combo.
So just to kind of round it, you know, for the discussion, like it's getting crazy, man, because I'm watching this convention, and they really want us to really not pay attention to what's going on. We really supposed to put our head in the sand and forget all about, this what we seeing right before our eyes. It's like we supposed to deal in the fantasy land and forget the reality, right? The reality is that people can't afford to eat. That's the reality. That's the reality. Minimum wage was still $7 an hour, right? It's been like that since the early 2000s, right?
Like 735 or 725.
How long minimum wage been 735? Since probably like late 90s, early 2000s? At least 20 years, for sure. You can't even get
minimum wage is
number one. You're gonna have to work 2 hours to get a number one.
And then, like, I think I talked about this on another show. They were talking about, oh yeah, the unemployment numbers are down. We got more jobs, but they ain't telling you the people that's getting these extra jobs are the same people that's been already working. They're getting 2 or 3 jobs. It ain't like the people that ain't been working are working now.
Right.
It's the same people that's already been working harder.
Right. They just get extra jobs. You need them.
You gotta have it.
Yeah. I think that I play that Vegas one. I think I got one in Vegas. Play that Vegas. That's the perfect segue. Yeah, they got one that's talking about Vegas. With that big dude on there.
No, I don't have that one.
Right.
And
Well, on
2009.
I don't have a Vegas one. But I got some other plays up. Where is it? Okay.
Reveal a reality to you that has to be spoken to here. Okay, Greg, look at the ring of sweets. Okay, this is not unique to Democrats. There is a game of money. When people talk about uniparty, we are strangled by the money reality in our politics. Those suites start at 500 grand. You think there's like a teacher group up in there? You think it's like the Cub Scouts of Columbia County, South Carolina, that's up in those boxes? Those boxes are filled with the same people that they say they're going to regulate. They are literally looking down on the faithful and being told, yeah, we're going to break down on them. We're going to make them pay their share. They paid 500, 700, $1 million, $1.5 million to have those seats. And the same thing is true with the Republican side. And they're going to take them down. They're going to change how it is. They are looking down from on high at the people who make the difference in their communities. And that is the reality of politics.
Right.
Like they folks spending bread out here.
Definitely. That's why they all the same to me. They're all the same to me.
Right. So that's why I'm kind of spinning it a little bit. Like, it's like these folks are filthy rich. Right? And they talking about they for the poor people.
Yeah.
Right. Don't know what it looks like.
Really, we believed this for a long time. Like, and that's why we automatically was programmed to vote Democrat.
Some people still believe it.
Some people still believe that. Like, man, you don't understand that filthy rich people on both sides.
Both sides. Because if you look at the ones, like, especially these corporations, like so-and-so donating money to so-and-so campaign, they give money to both sides.
Thank you. That's the thing. That's what people still don't understand. They give millions of dollars to both sides. So whoever wins,
right.
Win.
Exactly.
They still win. I'm gonna win regardless.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Is like what I witnessed last week is like a bunch of people trying to convince you to not believe your eyes, to try to, that it's all good. Like it's crazy, and then people are buying into this. It's like people are really buying into vibes and feel good stuff, and you know what I mean. And, this I don't like this other side, so I'm gonna go and vote against my interests. Like I ain't hurting right now. So like it's crazy.
Feelings and stuff with comments.
Feelings over facts. So like it all kind of goes together. It's like, is this what are they right on trend? Is this what people want? People just want the fantasy as opposed to reality.
They've been doing it for hundreds of years. So,
but it's getting worse though.
Ignorance is bliss, bro.
It works, so they're gonna keep doing it.
Right.
Until people say, "Nah, I'm not going for it." They gonna keep doing it. Why would they stop?
Right.
If it keep working, why am I gonna stop?
Right. If a dude just flex on you and say, "You ain't black if you don't vote for me," and you still vote for him,
Right.
That's all they need to see. It's like, oh yeah, we got it.
It's crazy. So you got somebody that's told you, look, I ain't doing nothing for no black folks. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Oh, she ain't mean it. It's like, so you don't want me to believe what I heard, to believe what I see. It's like, just forget all that. This is now. So all these people, I wanted to play some of this migrant stuff as well. Like this, I think I sent you this one as well. You might have this one where this female, she just had a baby and she had 4 other kids, and the government just put her up for free rent for 2 years. Didn't speak no English. So like, that's a slap in the face of the people that's been here. They got people under the bridge right now. I can go under the bridge right now. They got people under the bridge right now.
They showed a receipt. I think it was in Chicago. An immigrant had a food stamp card, and the balance on that joint was like 12 racks.
Right, no doubt.
And then showing a lady with her dad, military vet, struggling. They giving him like $50 a month.
Oh yeah. I mean, in California, they got I think they're voting on it now to give $30,000
down payment or
get a home, and the main requirement is you can't be a U.S. citizen.
Shoot, they got they can shut down whole hotels in New York to house people.
Yeah, I mean
the hotels.
You got people right here struggling.
Yep.
So I got my own ideas about that, but yeah, they
Play that next one real quick. I think I got 2 more.
Man, this is like, hold on. Yeah, I see 2 more. Hold on.
2 more. Play the Trump one last because I wanted to contrast Trump on his last one before we go out.
Just the one before that one,
Instead of waiting for a good day to happen, waiting around through ups and downs,
Nah, that ain't the one. I thought I had one more other than that.
Say what?
I thought I had one other one in there.
Oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, somebody else's cat.
I call it the 3 must-have LLC. I use one LLC as an acquisition.
Yeah, I see you like this video.
But another LLC is my holding to hold the property after I bought it. So I bought it in one property that has the mortgage. Then I'll take that property, transfer it out of that LLC into a holding for anonymity. And now the mortgage is on one LLC. Property is being held in another LLC. Then I have the third LLC, was the property management. That property management one, it collects the rent. Why is that so important? Because if you have the same LLC you bought the property in and you holding the property in, if somebody sues the LLC and your bank account is attached to that LLC, they freeze the bank account. Your money is frozen. You're the property manager managing your own companies. You paying yourself a salary. Now that's a tax write-off. You get that property management company in your state. Now you're writing off things like having a home office. You can write off a portion of your light, gas, mortgage, rent, car depreciation. There's an app called Everlance that tracks the mileage, and that's all your accountant need is the miles. There's a good book you need to read called Tom Wheelwright Tax-Free Wealth. it talks about book and vacation. I'm an out-of-state investor. If I want to go on vacation in Florida for the weekend, I would set up a real estate meeting on Thursday and a real estate meeting on Monday. I went to that meeting on Thursday. I'm in Florida. What am I doing until Monday? I'm on vacation. And all I need to do, get my sign-in sheets, and I'm there. I can write off easy 50 to 75% of that vacation. I call it the 3 must-have LLC.
The thing is, on that particular one, it's cool as far as what he's leaving out. It's cool to structure like that, but he's leaving out a bunch of details. The thing about what he's leaving out is that if each one of those you got to pay taxes on. You know what I mean? So if you structure it like that, it's almost like 6 in one hand, half a dozen in another. You're still gonna pay the difference in taxes, especially if you set it up as an S corp. You know what I mean? So
and I think he's taking too many steps because you don't have to buy one, transfer it to another one. You have to transfer like ownership. You can just keep one and purchase one with one.
Right.
And have what do they call that joint? The like series LLCs. I think is what a lot of people use.
Right.
So I think he added one extra step that to me it might be unnecessary, but
a holding part.
Yeah, it's like talk to your CPA though. I ain't know it's 5.
Right. So yeah, again, I'm not a fiduciary, so I don't want to really go into that. But just from my understanding of it is that, you know, again, 6 in one hand, half a dozen in another. You can structure like that. The only thing that you're gaining is anonymity. You know, it's harder to pierce the corporate veil. However, you can still structure it simpler than that and still get the same thing and then not have to pay all the taxes like you would on that.
And if the Fed is already, if they're going to move forward, what they was talking about anyway, the anonymity is going to be gone anyway.
Right.
Because you're going to have to register all your information with each LLC anyway.
Gotcha.
You will no longer be anonymous.
Right. So just to lead up to the last one, man, I think we used to, and I was just watching this podcast earlier. I think it's what is it, William Kane or something like that? I forgot the name of this guy, but he's on the Fox YouTube channel, and he was talking about how black males are splitting from the Democratic Party because they kind of questioning, they're trying to change the definition of masculinity, and we ain't going for it, you know. And one of the part of masculinity, in my opinion, is that I like straight up and down. I don't like you know, I don't like the fugazi stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's the thing. So that's why, you know, this next video is, you know, it's funny, but that's what I like. You know, a lot of people don't like straight up, but I like straight up. You know, a lot of people like this you know, the feel good, don't hurt my feelings, but you know, I always use the cliche like what my grandmother always told me when I was growing up, is like a true friend will tell you got a booger in your nose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, and if a friend will let you walk around with a boogie in your nose, they ain't your friend. And so what's happening nowadays is that people so scared to hurt each other's feelings. You know, they'll let you walk around with a boogie in your nose, and you know, you'd rather that than somebody straight up telling you, and you getting yourself together. The embarrassment I'd rather be embarrassed in front of one person than the whole group.
And everybody, right? And everybody walk around all day with it.
Yeah, so get it knocked out, and then that way you ain't walking around like that. But a lot of people rather feel good, and their pockets hurting, their lifestyle is hurting. But you know, this dude might be mean and straight up, but at least the money was flowing. We was out of war. You know what I'm saying? You know, and we ain't had a bunch of people that ain't from here taking up all our tax dollars. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing with me. It's like, you know, that's tangible stuff right there. You know, I heard Minnesota in Chicago, like in New York, like war zones right now. You heard about that? The Venezuela took over them Section 8 houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some Venezuelan gangs and took over some apartment complex. They collect the rent now, almost on like some Carter stuff. You know what I'm saying? So then it took over. They, Venezuela to empty their prisons, and so and shit. We got all them up out here, gang banging. So like, man, you can't even go nowhere no more. And I my tax dollars got to pay for all this. So instead of my, patrolling my neighborhood, keeping my neighborhood safe, we got to deal with somebody else's headache. So like, nah, I can't. But it makes you feel good though. You got Beyonce and Obama now making, powerful speech. Oh, it's a nice speech.
You got Meg Thee Stallion twerking.
Yeah, Meg Thee Stallion twerking, but it's a nice speech. So run that Trump, and then we'll wrap it up from now.
All right.
Do you mind if I sit back a little bit because your breath is very bad? It really is. Has this ever been told to you before? No. Huh? Okay. Do you mind if I sit back a little bit because your breath is very bad?
If we're gonna wrap, we're gonna end it on that note, man. Trump always been a real one. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think. But we don't like that nowadays. We don't like Brandon B. Dixon telling you, look, I done got this on the daily on my profession. Like, where I explain stuff, it might be, I'm gonna tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. But it's gonna be the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can take it to the bank. Literally. Right. A lot of people just don't want, hey, all right, yeah, let's see what we can do. Yeah, you can get approved, no money, no problem. That's what they want. Is the fantasy better than reality nowadays? And do I have to switch business? Like, do I have to switch my business tag to just give you, just be all BS? Because this is the thing, man. Just like when Trump got it on, we thought we thought it was different. He was the first one that wasn't a career politician that just got in. And he was different. He had a different swag. So is we gonna let this person in? And hey, look, I ain't got to do no policy. I ain't sitting down for no interview. Look, I'm just going to laugh my way to the top. Ain't nobody voted me in or nothing. I'm gonna just go ahead. Does it feel good? Come on, let's. Is that how we gonna rock it nowadays? No qualifications. Just make you feel good, laugh, and just do whatever. So like, man, we get into that, we in trouble, man. We in trouble. So we got to get a little bit more of that masculinity in as far as look. Hey, man. That boy told Larry King that, hey, let me back up a little bit, man.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all go ahead and comment on that before we get up out of here, man.
He always been like that.
Right.
Yeah, something come out of his mouth and, it just come out. Some stuff is good. Some stuff he says, I'll be like, that's,
right. Right. But it is what it is. It's this. What would you prefer? I like to know where somebody stands, even if I don't like it. At least I know where you stand at. I don't like to guess. If I got to guess, that means I don't know where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that don't mean that means you could switch up on me. You know what I mean? So I rather say something harsh, but tell me the truth.
And then like a lot of people take constructive criticism as hate. It's like I ain't telling that right. I'm telling you because I care about you.
Right, exactly. And it's getting even more softer. This let me I gotta do one more before we get out of here. This is only like a little 10-second one. This is what it's going to right now. This is what it's going to. Check this out. I just play this one, man. This is crazy, bro. This how soft it's getting, man. And I'll end it on this, man. If this is what y'all want, this is what y'all gonna get, man, real soon.
No.
That flag football.
Flag football with full pads.
With pads.
Right.
Now that I ain't never seen before.
Right.
Come on, man.
That's crazy.
You got pads on with flag football.
And they all gonna get a trophy.
Yeah. Everybody get a trophy.
Everybody MVP.
Everybody MVP in mind. Everybody number one. Come on, man. If that's y'all the future that y'all want, man. Y'all, we seen it unravel right before our eyes, man. Looking like a story, a South Park episode, man. You know, so that's the question, man. Y'all, if y'all watching this on a replay, let us know, man. If y'all still want the fantasy or y'all want the reality, let me know. I need to switch it up. Do I need to get in? Do I need to be Mr. Wizard? The Wizard of Oz, and give y'all the fantasy land, march y'all down the Yellow Brick Road, or keep it 100, and let you know that you're in Kansas. You ain't never left Kansas. With that being said, man, we're gonna see y'all next week, man.
All right.
Peace.